Hello everyone and welcome to Cinderful Gaming. I hope you're all doing well, I hope you're all staying safe, and most of all, I hope you're all fighting that war against the grey. Today's video, we're going to talk Marvel Crisis Protocol, and in particular some characters I'm looking forward to getting on the tabletop in the game. Now, we're going to go through a list of the 10 characters I look forward most to getting on the tabletop, and some of these have models out and some of them do not. But it's pretty much going to be a list of my 10 favourite Marvel superheroes, supervillains, villains, heroes, whatever they sort of fall under. This is going to be my list of 10 that I really want to see on the table. Marvel Crisis Protocol is a game we are eagerly awaiting to get on the channel. We've got the core set and we're getting it painted up and built, ready to show all of you how this amazing game works. With some of your favourite Marvel heroes. Now with that all said, this is a game, hopefully we're going to have it on the channel within the next couple of months. We'll at least get the core set painted up and get everyone there, and we'll gradually add more and more to the channel. But if you're looking forward to Marvel Crisis Protocol, and indeed if you're already playing it, let us know your favourite heroes and villains down in the comments below. I'd love to hear what everyone wants to see. So with that said, let's get cracking on. It's going to be my top 10 list of characters I want to get on the tabletop in Marvel Crisis Protocol, regardless if they have models or not. And so, starting our list off, number 10, we have Kingpin, one of my favourite villains in all of the Marvel Universe. Kingpin, for me, the reason why I like him so much is, well, one of my favourite superheroes is his, I guess, major opponent. So you can probably guess the character you may see later in the list. Is one of my favourite superheroes, but for me, Kingpin, I love the whole sort of powerful mafia boss that he is, this, I guess, cruel character that's got this vision, this twisted vision in his own mind of how to sort of subvert, and all these diabolical plots. He doesn't really do anything insanely, outrageously evil like some of the other, I guess, big villains in the Marvel Universe. His is, you know, we're going to kick some people out their homes and have a property development and do it all underhandedly and stuff like that. I like the grounded level of Kingpin as a villain. He's fantastic. He could literally be a real person. In fact, there's probably multiple people in the real world that are Kingpin. But that's why I love him, and I look forward to getting him on the table. Number 9, The Punisher. There's just something about the anti-hero nature of the Punisher that makes him cool, the sort of... and once again, he's sort of tied to one of my favourite superheroes. If you're starting to click on to who it is now, who my favourite superhero is, you probably already guessed the answer based on these first two. But the Punisher, once again, connected. He has some amazing story arcs with one of my favourite superheroes that I love. And I like his sort of, he's the I'll kill the killers sort of person. It's an interesting dynamic, especially when you compare it to other, I guess, more noble heroes, if you can call them that. Next, number 8, we have the Taskmaster, one of the coolest villains in all of Marvel, I think. He's, you know, a mercenary at heart, but many of the evil organizations throughout Marvel hire the Taskmaster to teach them. I always love fight scenes versus the Taskmaster, how he sort of mimics and copies his adversaries. It's just a really cool sort of character idea. He also just looks amazing. This is a really cool piece of artwork for him with the skull face and all of that. Really do enjoy the Taskmaster as a villain. I think he's got that interesting sort of mimicry stuff, and then he's amazing in combat. He's got photographic reflexes, and he's just awesome. He's a really, really cool, solid villain. Number 7, Doctor Strange, my favourite magical master in the MCU. Doctor Strange, for me, I wasn't the biggest of fans, and I wasn't the biggest of comic readers of Doctor Strange stuff until I really got into the MCU. I'd really introduced him there and started learning some more about Doctor Strange. He is an interesting and cool character. Magic's never really been my big superhero thing, but they have that important places like wizards and all of that, alongside superheroes and gods and all of that. And Doctor Strange, for me, is just such an interesting character. He's got so much going on. He's so super powerful as well. I really do enjoy him as a character and can't wait to play some magical characters on the tabletop. Next up, and one of the first couple of characters that are going to be on the list that I don't think have a model. Now, I may be wrong, I may not have looked properly, but I couldn't find them in any affiliations lists or stuff like that. And it's Iceman, my second favourite, or third favourite X-Men, I guess if we're counting someone. But he's just a cool character. I really enjoyed Iceman. I remember watching the X-Men movies when I was very young. Yes, I'm that young that they were out when I was a kid. Those first ones with Iceman, and I know some of them were terrible, but I enjoyed them as a kid, and Iceman was a character that I grew to enjoy from them, and then grew to enjoy from many of the cartoons in my mornings, watching Marvel on a bunch of different stuff in the mornings. I enjoy Iceman, can't wait till eventually he gets a model and I can use him on the table. Number 5, Schnicked, it's Wolverine. Once again, like those Marvel movies, the X-Men stuff was out when I was young, when I was a young teenager. I really enjoyed them, and Hugh Jackman as Wolverine was just absolutely fantastic. I loved everything about Wolverine in those movies. Say what they want, how terrible they were, how incorrect to the comics they were. I was a kid, I enjoyed them, I loved them, and he was a massive reason because of it. And I can't wait to get Wolverine on the tabletop and go murderize with my favorite regenerating destroyer. Number 4, SpiderMan. I am a big Spider-Man fan. Love him in pretty much everything he's been in, whether it's Andrew Garfield or Tobey Maguire, or indeed the newest rendition of Spider-Man. I absolutely love him in everything from comics to just everything. He's one of my favourite superheroes of all time, and for me, just super cool. I love that, I guess, playful kid side Spider-Man more than anything, where he's a little bit odd in how he does stuff. He's a little bit socially awkward. It's fun. As a nerdy kid growing up, you can relate so much to Spider-Man, and that's a massive reason why I love him. Next up, and once again, I couldn't find a miniature or a character. He may exist. I think I've seen it somewhere, but I may be wrong. I couldn't find him on the affiliation list. It's Nightcrawler of the X-Men. One of my favourite X-Men, in fact, my favourite member of the X-Men. Once again, he was in those early movies. I don't know what it was that I found cool about him, whether it's all the shadowy, sneaky stuff that I like in playing in my RPGs and stuff like that, that's maybe sort of drew it. Maybe it's the fact I had a pet rat as a kid. I don't really know, but Nightcrawler for me, he's stuck. He's a really cool character that I enjoy. I love his mutant ability. I love that he's like one of the more mutated mutants, you could say as well. And I look forward to when I can run him on the table. Number 2, Iron Man. I'm a big Iron Man fan. I mean, from the MCU version of Iron Man to cartoon Iron Man and everything in between, I always have enjoyed him as a character. I love the whole, I guess his biggest enemy always is himself character arc that he has, where he is 9 times out of 10 the problems that I guess Earth is having is because Tony Stark tries to stop stuff happening and then ends up being the problem, you know, Ultron, for example. But for me, I really enjoy Iron Man. He's a cool character. I love the whole mecha suit. It's probably part to do why I like all mechs and all that sort of stuff. But he's a cool character. I love him. And I really look forward to playing Iron Man on the table. You're going to see a lot of Iron Man on the channel. And number 1, did you guess it from those first 2 entries, and perhaps some other entries in here that sort of relate to him as well? It is Daredevil, my favourite Marvel superhero. I don't know what it is. I like the story of Daredevil. I like the blind man overcoming, I guess, this insurmountable odd to become this absolute badass that goes and kicks people in the head and hits them with a stick. For me, I like these low-level superheroes like Daredevil. There's a lot of characters around his sort of level that I really enjoy, the Defenders. And so I think you can expect to see a ton of Daredevil. We'll be running both Daredevil. I look to be getting both Defenders and the Spidey Friends, the Web Warriors, to get them on the channel. And they'll be probably the 2 main teams I play, mainly because I can have Daredevil in them. But that is 10 characters I really want to play in Marvel Crisis Protocol. If you played the game already, let us know your thoughts and what you want to see from Marvel Crisis Protocol on the channel. I'm really excited to be doing it on the channel. Been a long time coming, so let us know how you're feeling and what you want to see. Well, that's the end of the video. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed it, please leave a comment below and let us know what you enjoyed about the video. And don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel and turn those bell notifications on so you don't miss a beat when we upload new stuff to the channel. Lastly, if you'd like to help support the channel in another way, you can do so either by helping support the channel on Patreon or YouTube members. This allows us to continue to make new content for the channel, exploring other game systems outside of Warhammer Age of Sigmar, like we have started to with things like Elder Scrolls: A Call to Arms and Conquest: The Last Argument of Kings and Warhammer 40,000, and it helps us just continue to make more Age of Sigmar content as well. Thank you to, though, everyone who has helped support, and we'd like to give them all a shout out to our patrons. First of all, Christian Weir, James Soren, Greenskins Gaming, AJC, Kenny Lowe, Outer and Shop First, Andrew Bowen, Nathan Fee, The Rising Ape, Cure Dynamic, Agu, Anthony B, Anton Nilsson, JJ Austrian, Average Wargamer, Domir, Mark Harvey, James Cater, and Samuel. And to our YouTube members as well, Green Roots Gaming, Kenton Young, Chris Wallace, Ronya, Vinny Locklorick, The Johnny 84, David Ellsworth, Revenar, Wolfric Nick, Broken Chef, Sean Scott, and Diplomat. And a special thank you, of course, to, first of all, Lady Witchfox Art, who does all the amazing artwork for the channel you see here, and to Xmorphic, who does all the awesome background work on our Discord server, keeping that nice and running properly for us all. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Once again, stay safe, stay well, and most of all, keep fighting that war against the Grey. Ciao for now.